ask me how I know it'll be okay.
Hey, this is J. Lucky Henry, Keller Williams agent in the greater Boston area. You won't believe how many questions I get on a daily basis. Every day people need answers. Every day people need explanations. That's why every day people need to get real. REAL, Real Estate Explained amazingly by Lucky in 90 seconds, give or take. Welcome back, J. Lucky Henry. Today we're going to talk about what the three most important things are. Well, three most important things to my clients and me that you should do before you make an offer on a property. One is, did we go over the comps? I definitely went and pulled some comps for you. That's comparable market analysis, right? Comparable properties that are similar to this one, because I want to make sure you're not overpaying for the property, right? I want to make sure you're not paying 20% higher than the guy who bought the house down the street is. And also, if you're buying this as an investment property, I want to see if you got some room, if you're coming into some equity when you buy it, right? We want to make sure this is a good deal. So we ran the comps, we analyzed the comps, and we're okay with the comps. The second thing that we're going to want to look at is we want to make sure that we understand what the property is zoned for, what the surrounding properties are zoned for. Because if we're looking to put a house right here, maybe two houses back from the water, we want to know if our neighbors who live a little bit closer to the water are suddenly going to build 3 stories higher and block our view of the water. Because we bought it for the view, so it'd be kind of pointless to not have the view. Also, what's coming in around the neighborhood that could affect the value of it? Are they building a new casino down the road? Are they adding a new hotel over here? Things like this, we want to make sure we did a little market research. Now, we're not fortune tellers. We can't tell the future about everything. But if something's coming in the next 6 to 8 months, then we definitely should be aware of it. If something's coming in the next 2-3 years, there's a possibility we could be aware of it. So definitely want to make sure we understand what our property is zoned for, what the surrounding properties are zoned for, and what's being planned to happen in our neighborhood around us. And the last thing, this is probably one of the most important things I stress with my buyers when we're looking at properties, is we want to understand the terms that the seller wants. Most of the time, everybody thinks it's the highest price that's going to win, especially in a bidding war. And while that may be the case, one of the most important things that sellers do look at is the terms that meet their needs. Now, most sellers' terms may just happen to be the price, but sometimes it's about the speed of the close. It's about the ease and smoothness of the transaction. That means maybe the seller has a lot of furniture they don't want to pick up and carry. And if you're willing to take it furnished, you might be the one willing to get the deal. Whereas the other party might have offered a little bit higher, but they wanted it totally vacant and broom swept, and they just didn't want to deal with that. So you being the person who dug deeper and had your buyer agent contact the listing agent and figure out the terms that are best suited for the seller are putting yourself in a position to really get that property. And even if it's not a competition, you still want to get the best terms on there so that they accept your offer. Because again, they're under no obligation to accept any offer that comes in. So make sure you find out what the seller wants. Those are my 3 super tips for when you're going to make an offer. This is J. Lucky Henry, and I'm here to keep it real with you. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, call or text 978-712-0244 and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more.
You know the way they ask me how